Brady Dougan, he's very constructive for the rest of the year, but he did say to me, you have to be prepared for volatility. Market conditions, of course, haven't been favorable. In April, he said, that's interesting, but in the first quarter, they were favorable for many banks worldwide. You've seen what's happened to its US peers, and today, Credit Suisse beat earnings estimates. It did announce a net profit. It was expected to announce a net loss. It's written down the value of its own debt, something it had to do. That's an accounting charge of 1.55 billion Swiss francs. The opening question for me to Brady Dougan was, has the investment bank, which turned in a profit, finally turned a corner?
We actually moved very early to make some pretty substantial changes in our investment banking business, and I think the first quarter does demonstrate what the business model is capable of. And I think the thing that we're most focused on, and therefore sort of happiest about in the first quarter, is the 19% return on Basel III equity. That is a very good return from the bank. It indicates that we have made progress in reducing the cost base, reducing the capital base, and we continue to have very good momentum on the client franchise side. So actually producing a 19% return on equity, we think really shows what that business is capable of. And by the way, that would be compared to a 14% return in the first quarter last year, which, as you know, was probably a better market environment for investment banks. So we actually think that we've actually made a lot of progress in getting to a business model that's very sustainable in the new world.
But your return on equity target is 15% within 3 to 5 years. Mm-hmm. This figure you've given me, that's normalized return on equity, correct?
That's a normalized return on equity on Basel III in the first quarter. Yeah. So obviously we think that's a good result. We hope we can actually consistently produce that kind of a result, but we think that actually represents a very good result in the first quarter.
For that long-term profitability goal?
Well, we've set out an overall goal for the firm, as you say, of 15% and above in terms of return on equity, and we do still believe that over time we'll be able to, our business model will be able to produce that.